Path to Citizenship. Part 16. The Role of the Constitution and its Amendments. Diego arrived for his 16th session with Evelyn, excited to explore the principles that formed the foundation of American governance. Today, Evelyn planned to delve into the U.S. Constitution and how its amendments have shaped the nation. Diego was eager to learn about how the Constitution had adapted over time to address new challenges and protect individual rights. Evelyn greeted him as he took his seat, ready with a new set of questions to guide him through the history and significance of the Constitution.
Welcome back, Diego. Today, we'll be discussing the Constitution and the role of its amendments in shaping American society. Understanding how the Constitution evolves helps you see how it remains relevant in a changing world. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. Let's begin with a question about the Constitution itself. What is the purpose of the preamble to the Constitution? Question: What is the purpose of the preamble to the Constitution? A. To establish the specific laws of the United States. B. To introduce the Constitution and outline its goals. C. To list the rights of individual states.
Answer: B. To introduce the Constitution and outline its goals.
Correct. The preamble serves as an introduction to the Constitution, summarizing its purpose and goals. Why do you think it's important for the Constitution to begin with a statement of purpose?
It sets the tone for everything that follows. By outlining the goals, the preamble shows that the Constitution is meant to serve the people and establish justice. It provides a framework for what the document is trying to achieve.
Exactly. The preamble presents the core values and intentions of the Constitution, reminding everyone that its purpose is to promote unity, justice, and the general welfare of the people.
Diego reflected on how the preamble set the foundation for the entire document, expressing the vision that guided the United States. Evelyn continued, moving on to the concept of amendments and how they allowed the Constitution to grow.
Now, let's discuss the amendments. What is the process for amending the Constitution? Question: What is the process for amending the Constitution? A. Approval by the President alone. B. Approval by 2/3 of Congress and 3/4 of the states. C. Approval by a national referendum.
Answer: B. Approval by 2/3 of Congress and 3/4 of the states.
That's right. Amending the Constitution requires significant support from both Congress and the states. Why do you think this process is so challenging?
Because it ensures that only changes with broad support are made. If it were easy, the Constitution might change too often and lose its stability. This process makes sure that amendments are carefully considered and widely accepted.
Exactly. The amendment process is intentionally difficult to ensure that only changes with broad consensus are made. This approach protects the Constitution's stability while allowing it to adapt when necessary.
Diego considered how the amendment process balanced the need for change with the importance of stability. He could see how this careful process ensured that the Constitution remained both relevant and enduring. Evelyn moved on to discuss a specific amendment that had significantly shaped American democracy.
For our last question today, let's look at the 19th Amendment. What did the 19th Amendment accomplish? Question: what did the 19th Amendment accomplish? A. It granted African Americans the right to vote. B. It abolished slavery. C. It granted women the right to vote.
Answer: C. It granted women the right to vote.
Correct. The 19th Amendment, ratified in 1920, granted women the right to vote. Why do you think this amendment was so important for democracy?
It expanded the right to vote to half the population. By giving women the right to vote, the amendment made the government more representative and ensured that everyone had a say in the country's future.
Absolutely. The 19th Amendment was a major step toward equality, expanding democracy by including women in the electoral process. It reflected the ongoing commitment to making sure all voices are heard.
As they finished the session, Diego felt a renewed appreciation for how the Constitution had evolved over time to protect rights and promote equality. He understood that each amendment was a reflection of the country's growth and its dedication to justice. Evelyn closed her notebook, offering Diego some final thoughts.
You've done well today, Diego. The Constitution's preamble, its amendment process, and amendments like the 19th all demonstrate how the document balances stability with change. By understanding this, you're seeing how the Constitution protects rights while adapting to new challenges.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. I'm starting to see how the Constitution is not just a set of rules, but a living document that grows with the nation. It's inspiring to see how it has adapted over time.
Exactly. The Constitution provides a foundation, but it also has the flexibility to grow. This adaptability ensures that it can continue to serve the people and uphold their rights in a changing world.
As Diego left the study room, he felt a deeper connection to the Constitution and its role in shaping American society. He understood that being a citizen was not only about following laws but about appreciating the document that protected his rights and freedoms. With each step, he felt more prepared to contribute to the ongoing story of a nation that valued both its roots and its future. As Diego contemplates the evolution of the Constitution, Evelyn's reflections encourage everyone to consider the role of amendments in shaping American rights and freedoms.
Now it's your turn. The amendments are crucial in adapting the Constitution to changing times. Here's a question for you. Question for the audience: what did the 13th Amendment accomplish? A. It abolished slavery. B. It granted women the right to vote. C. It allowed for income tax. Understanding the purpose of each amendment helps us see how the Constitution has evolved to reflect the nation's growing commitment to equality and justice. Reflect on your answer, as this knowledge is essential for appreciating the rights protected by the Constitution.